When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Hey girls, this next video that you're about to watch is on the Acoin Sensual Skin Enhancer Foundation. So if that is one that you have looked into and wanted to try, take a look at this video and see what you think. I had never tried it before the video, so you definitely see it from start to finish, and I have no makeup on at the beginning, so don't be scared. Hey girls, it's Chrissy with I Can Make You Blush. Today I am doing my first no makeup tutorial, and I've picked an awesome week to do so. I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable, but I want to make sure that I am open and honest with you guys at all times on my channel, and that you guys feel like you're getting the most accurate reviews. So I'm going to get through it, and it's going to be awesome, and we're going to bond over it. Today my tutorial is going to be on, obviously, complexion. I'm going to be trying out for you guys the Acoin Sensual Skin Enhancer Foundation. So for those of you that aren't familiar with it, I actually will be using a sample that I got because I wanted to try it before I buy it. So for those of you that aren't familiar with it, it comes in a little pot. It's about this big. It's round, red. The price point on it is $60. I'm sorry I don't have the exact ounces, but it's got jojoba oil in it. It claims that it can be a sheer coverage to full coverage, whatever you prefer. I know when I was reading up on it, there's people who talk about how they mix it with their moisturizer or with different things, and you can really do a lot with it. So, and I also have heard a little bit goes a very long way. So I'm going to be honest with you, when I go to put this on my skin, this will be the first time I have tried it myself. So hopefully we don't have anything crazy happen, or this will be a wasted video. So the reason I wanted to try it was because I was recently visiting a fellow makeup artist in Birmingham, and she was telling me that while she was working at a hair show, she was next to another artist who happened to be using this. And her and I both, we've been doing this a long time, and we definitely have brands that we're loyal to. So when somebody, and I know that of her, so when somebody's, you know, when you found something that's making you debate what you've been using for a really long time, it's really something you want to try out and see, you know, whoa, this could be a big deal. So sorry, that was a little bit of a ramble, but so anyways, we went to I can't remember the store, Gus something. Don't make fun of me that I don't know what it is, because I've never seen one before, but Gus something. You guys can leave me all sorts of comments. I know it's awful, I don't know what it is, but not a lot of places carry Acoin's line in store. Usually you have to order offline. And they were sweet enough to give me a sample to try, and from what I understand, so I'll let you see. I don't know if that helps you see what the texture's like, but from what I understand, and I haven't cracked this sample open yet, this sample will last me forever in 10 days. Like, I may never have to buy it anyway. But so anyways, I am the number 7. I think it's like SX7. So yeah, we're gonna get this party started so I can get some of this covered. So typically I conceal blemishes first, do a little bit of color correction, like on this honker I probably would put a little bit of green on it or something, but the salesperson claimed that I would be able to do all in one with this, so I am going to give it a go first, and we will see where that goes. So I'm going to be using my Sonia Kashuk flat synthetic brush to apply it. This brush, real quick, another YouTuber mentioned it, and I had seen it before. I'm pretty loyal to my Sephora IT brushes, as you've seen in a lot of my other videos. I love these. I've been using them for a long time. And then my Urban Decay brushes that I've had for years too. But I really am a big fan of synthetic, and this girl raved about it, so I had to give it a go. And I'm really enjoying it. So yeah. Anyways, let's get this party started. So I'm gonna start off pretty sparingly. I'm gonna just put that much on my hand. You can see my wand wound right there. And from what she said, and I'm gonna get as close to you guys as I can. It's like what my friend Daphne said is what blew her mind about this foundation is she just put the littlest bit on her brush, and she couldn't believe that it just kept moving. I'm like beating myself up. Be gentle on your face, girls, with brushes. You don't have to. So I'm going in for a second round about that same amount, because from what I'm experiencing, it's stopping moving. Okay, here we go. I don't know. The finish on it, so I like to know when I'm purchasing a new foundation what the finish is going to be. Well, because you should want to know. Typically, I used to be, my oily skin is taming out. I used to be, if you would ask me what my skin type was, I'd probably tell you oily. But I recently, and I haven't really changed much, I'm no more diligent with my skincare or anything than I was previously, but recently I've just been a little less oily. It is of course winter, so it could be that just normal winter dryness, but I wouldn't right this second say that my skin is oily. So I'm not as afraid to try like a dewy finish, which is what this claims to be. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you guys can see what is going on with this. Now, it says you can get like a full coverage out of it. What I would say is, for me personally, what I would rather do is probably stop about here and conceal these honkers and set with the powder and do my under eyes and all that. But I'm gonna let you guys kind of see. I'm pretty impressed with it from what I can see from a distance. Like I said, this is my first time to try it, so I'm not like analyzing it up close. Let me grab a mirror and kind of look at what it looks like up close. It looks pretty. That's pretty awesome. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do really quick so you guys can kind of see. Oh, I've been meaning to talk to you girls about this. When I talked about the products I'd rather not live without, I prefer not to live without. This is, in another video too, I talked about this. The Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer is my favorite. I love it. I'm the SC3. I think I've explained to you before. I like it. It's both colors are pretty neutral. One's a little bit more peach, one's a little bit more beige, but for the most part they're pretty neutral, and I've never had to switch and buy one for the winter, one for the summer. So I just realized I'm doing this with the back of the camera, so I just realized I keep looking more in the mirror than at you guys, so sorry about that. So how these are formulated and meant to be used is what you do is it comes with 2 colors, and you're supposed to dip in like 3 strokes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 into each color, and then you go to what you desire to cover and apply it. And I'm using a synthetic brush. Now I will tell you, Laura Mercier sells a specific brush for this concealer. I'm a big fan of my Urban Decay. This brush, I don't even know, I've had this literally for years. It's a blender brush is what it's called. I've used it for years. I love it. It's my favorite because when I cover a blemish or something with it, it buffs out the edges so nicely, and I just love it. So as you guys have seen, I'll get a new one today, I promise. I'm like digging in the sides of it. I mix the two. Now the point, when I was trained on this specific concealer, shown how to use it properly, I was told you stripe in 3 times to each color, apply it to your face, and then if it's a little too dark, go into the lighter color and sweep 3 times and blend it out. Or if it's a little too light, go into the darker color. But I've seen, if you where all sells Laura Mercier. If you have a Nordstrom's near you, Nordstrom sells Laura Mercier. Who else? Sephora, obviously. Sephora sells Laura Mercier. Belk? I've never been to a Belk. Or no, I've been to a Belk before. Belk sells Laura Mercier. Just Google it. You can find out. Okay, so you guys just saw how rough my skin looked. And now you can see now. And I'm sorry. I don't know if it's too bright for you guys or not. Let me see something. If that helps. No, that might have made it worse. Does that help? But now you can see my blemishes, my my redness, everything. I'm going to cover my under eyes real quick. Actually, I'm going to try something. A little trick I learned from another makeup artist who's very talented and great. I know in another video I talked about the NYX, the Above and Beyond Full Coverage, the yellow. Today I'm going to actually use the purple. I grabbed this for this reason. I forgot I wanted to try this. So purple usually is for brightening, you know, around the eye area and things like that. Also, it's the opposite of yellow, so on the color wheel, and I'll do a color wheel video at some point for you guys. So when you mix purple into like a concealer that's your color, it's going to brighten that area. So what I'm going to do is I took that Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer Foundation, and since I wouldn't have, at first I usually don't take foundations around my eye area because if you are creasy or dry or anything, if the foundation is too full, it can definitely cake and stuff. But since this doesn't look to be caking, I am gonna try it around my eyes and see. That way you know too if it's safe to use around the eyes. So what I've done is I'm taking a really little bit of that purple and a little bit of that skin enhancer, and I'm mixing them together on my hand. And then I'm taking my blendy brush and I'm applying that in, you know, those dark, crazy areas. And then I always, once I kind of blend out whatever I put around my eye, I like to kind of take my finger and press it into another reason, so I know in another video I told you I work off my hand. I know not everybody wants to do that. I used to tell women that they could do that when I would talk to them about what brushes to buy and what brushes I use. I really love synthetic brushes. They're my favorite, like the one I use today and all that. They blend and move products beautifully, and I love it. But another reason I like to work off my hand isn't just because it looks super artisty, is because when you work off of your hand, what you're doing is you're warming product. Wow, I'm really impressed with this, y'all. Let me get close so you can kind of see. So that is like a real up close. You can see I have natural texture issues, like I'm working on them, but you can see coverage wise, that's pretty awesome, and I can't believe how great this looks around my eye area too. That's a pretty good little thing. I like it. I'm gonna say I like it. Kind of take this around here too. I'm gonna of course put like makeup and stuff on as well, but you know, wanted to give it a go. But so I'm gonna be honest. I think I love this. I think it's really awesome. Sorry, I know it's kind of scary to see someone, well, A, with no makeup sometimes, and then with makeup and no other makeup, but yeah, I think it's good. So read other reviews on it. I know you can get it online, obviously, at Amazon. If you've got that store, I can't think of the name, Gus something. If you've got one of those near you, go see if you can at least get matched and get a sample for yourself. And this is just upon like first opinions. I'll do another recording this evening to see what it wore like all day, and I'm obviously going to set it and all that, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. So I will definitely do another review here in a little bit so you guys can see how it wore for the day, and I'll take some pictures. But yeah, Kevin Acoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer. Go see if you can get a sample of it or get it ordered. I used well, you saw the sample. That was the first time I dipped into it. I used a really very little bit. So, yeah, I'm impressed. All right, I'm gonna put some other makeup on. We'll see you girls next time. Thanks. Hey girls, so it is 8 hours after I put on the Kevin Acoin Sensual Skin Enhancing Foundation, and I just wanted to give you guys a view of what it looks like. This is no touch-ups today, so when you last saw me I didn't have blush or anything on, but all I did when I shut off the camera was add blush and then finish everything with a translucent powder. And you can see I think it wore pretty good. So yeah, I would definitely say this is one to give a try, and if you make the investment, I'm liking it. I'm pretty impressed by it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time when I can make you blush.
'Cause girl, you're amazing.